ignites much more uniformly up and down. So I'll turn this one off. Back to yellow with the Savi's hilt. And as you can see the difference. It looks a little bit green. And if you look up close, you can see some banding. You probably won't be able to see it on the camera, but if you see it in person, you can spot everywhere that there's an LED. You have a bright strip, a dim strip, a bright strip, then a dim strip. Sounds exactly the same. A little bit more yellow, or it's a little bit more green. And as it ignites, as it's on and off, you can see it's kind of clunky. Whereas with the Jaymoo's blade, super smooth. And like I said, this is that light, calls it a kyber glow. So whenever the blade is off, that light comes on. Let's see if we can get this lit up from the back instead. So. And there's that kyber glow. That's pretty cool. And like I said, changing it, let it come down, back to orange. You can see that energy scroll in there. Yeah, you can see that energy scroll pretty good right there. Did not get kyber glow on this one. Should be on yellow, green, and blue if I remember correctly. So there's red again with the sparkle and the slow ignite. A little more movie accurate to what Darth Vader has. I think you can see it a little bit right there. That's our red, white, and blue. Bring that out for 4th of July. He calls it July the Force. And you can see that red, white, and blue clash. That's the one I had commissioned. It looks amazing. Like I said, you can see it come down. Here's yellow. So there's our kyber glow with yellow. There's cayenne again. No kyber glow with cayenne. Should be on green. And there it is. There's our green kyber glow. And all I did with this is that I drilled a little hole in here. He told me where the LED was. I drilled a small hole into the chassis to show that kyber glow. I actually dropped my chassis, so it's got a little bit of a crack, but that actually looks cool because you can see it shining through there. So I might go in here and put some more holes in here, drill a little bit more holes. I don't want to weaken up the chassis too much. So we're back to blue with the force ladder in it, and there's our blue kyber glow. Oh, times. Back to purple. So like I said, this is my customized hilt. If you look at the Auerbach letters, this is a personal thing for me. It's got an A3R. There we go. Make sure I put it the right way. It's an A3R. It's a personal thing for me and my family. It's just a personal little memento that I've had on some other stuff. Like I said, this is just a piece of paper printed out with a picture of a circuit board that I used some double-sided tape to put in there. Got 2 spots of that, kind of showing some circuitry inside there. Like I said, I do automation maintenance, so it's kind of a thing for me. Still showing the light. So like I said, this works exactly the same way as a Savi's hilt does. It's quite a bit smaller. As you see, this is the outside diameter of the Savi's hilt. They run about 1.5 inches in diameter. Right now I'm running this one it's just under, or excuse me, these are almost 2 inches in diameter. And this one is I mic'd it out to be about 1.45 to 1.5 inches. So it's just under 1.5 inches. For me, it fits my hand perfectly. It's got a little bit of a shape to it. Down at the end, it's a little bit smaller. I can still hold it with both hands. Super happy with how this turned out. Like I said, it's got a little bit of color in it. Matches the inside. This is just copper taping, conductive copper taping that I bought off eBay, or excuse me, Amazon. Sound borders right here in the bottom. Like I said, all of this works exactly the same way as the Savi hilt. It's ran a little bit longer than I wanted it to. In the next few days, I'm going to compare this one with the Jaymoo's blade in it to a Saber Master's blade that I purchased. Bought a Saber Master's blade over Christmas, 160 bucks for 2 blades. They're pretty standard. It's a baselit blade. We'll talk about that on the next video. So I bought 2, bought one for my daughter, one for me. Cool thing about those is we'll talk about how you can turn them into a staff pretty easily. Like I said, here is mine. Quickly reassemble the Savi hilt just so we're watching. Like I said, everything goes in from the inside. Couple of marks on here to tell you which way it goes. Red to red, pretty obvious. Slide the inside in, slide the back plate for the switch in. Blue to blue, nice and simple. And like I said, this is my bantha hide. It's got a little bit of a rubber texture to it. It can go on the top by the emitter side, or it can go on the bottom by the battery side. It doesn't matter. They go either way. That's one of the great things about them. They change their gear every couple of years. Here's the other end. Like I said, the Cartesian whale on it. A little bit of brylark wood in there. Emitter slides on the top. There's always 2 different types of emitters, 2 different types of pommels, and you're done. So now we throw this. Like I said, this is our Jaymoo's blade. Fully original Savi's hilt. So it should keep the last color that I had, which I have no idea what color it was. And we're at purple. So like we said, we know we've got a yellow blade in, or we've got a yellow crystal in here. This is completely original. Nothing's been modified. Nothing's been changed. This is exactly how you would get it right out of Savi's. Same thing, on, off, before it completely de-energizes. And it changes, there we're back to orange. Red with our sparkle in it. Dispersal on clash. Our red, white, and blue. Man, I wish you could see this because this looks freaking amazing. Oh, there we go. Like I said, we can see it here. Yeah, there we go. That's what you want to see. You can see it in the mirror, or excuse me, in the window. You can see that red, white, and blue. And there's the red, white, and blue flash on clash. Flashes just for a split second, red, then white, then blue, then right back to the scroll. Jaymoo, that looks amazing. So hopefully you see this video. I'll tag you in it so you see it. Orange, teal, cayenne, green, blue, purple, yellow, and back to orange. So a little bit longer of a video than I wanted to make. But I think everything deserves it. So that's my videos. Like I said, the next couple of days I'll do a Saber Masters video. I bought it because it's small. It's a little over 1 inch on the hilt, so it's really easy to spin, really easy to work with tricks. It's baselit, so it's basically a flashlight with a PVC tube on the end of it. So I'm waiting for some parts to come in because I'm customizing that also. I'm making it a 2-handed hilt. So we'll cover that in the next few days. So hopefully you enjoyed the videos. If you have any questions, populate them, put them in the comments. You know, like I said, it's a pretty simple customization, a pretty simple mod. I saw it through with Ruth Asarian was the first one that did it. He did it a little bit differently than I did. He's got a video on how to add a switch to it. But it's super simple. The hardest part is running the wires through the chassis to a switch. That was the most difficult part for me, because everything is really, really, really tight inside of the chassis to put it together. But like I said, you can see that wiring coming up here, up to the switch, like the momentary switch, good to go into a little connector. And those wires run exactly the same way as this does. There's your ribbon cable that goes from the bottom PC board to the top PC board that controls the blade. So it's run right in line with those. There's a little part of this chassis that has the ribbon cable and the power that goes from the battery pack to the top PC boards. It's exactly where I ran my wires. So I'm super stoked, super happy with how it turned out. So hope everybody has had a great Christmas. Hope everybody has a wonderful 2025. We move on. Peace out, everybody. Love y'all. Later.